No, I can't be with you today. I know how sad you are about that because I'm taking my son to this appointment. But let me give you a little description here on the toothpickase activity. First of all, we know it's an enzyme because it ends in ASE. And what we're going to do today is we're going to demonstrate with this activity, we're going to demonstrate things that will affect the effectiveness of an enzyme. And so you can see in your notes, it talks about the environmental factors that have an impact. And obviously, temperature is one of them. And when you look at your notes, you can see it talks about that cold things don't move as quickly, or heating it causes it to denature. Now, I'm not going to have you light your hands on fire or anything, but because that could be a problem overall. And but then pH, if you change the pH of the environment, that's going to impact it. The salt concentration can certainly have an impact on it. So all those different things will have a reaction, will have an impact on the toothpick. So the activity that you're going to do is Toothpickase, and what I want you to do is I want you to do part 1. And it says break up as many toothpicks as you can without looking. And then you're going to write those down. They're broken into 10-second intervals. Now, the chart that it's on, you can see that there are 90 seconds, so 90 different intervals. So you're timing yourself for 90 intervals. I'm just going to tell you to go up to 50 instead of doing 90 because, just for the sake of time, and I think you'll understand what's going on with 50 seconds instead of 90. All right, so use 50. You're going to do this trial 5 times, and you'll see how many you break. Okay, then part 2 is adding another substrate into the mix. So now you're going to add something else. So not just the substrate of the toothpick, you are adding another substrate, which would be the paper clips. There we go. Whew, couldn't get that word out. So you're going to be adding in the paper clips. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to break as many as you can and record it on your paper for up to 50. All right, so do that up to 50, and then you're going to do part 3. Part 3, you're going to stick your hands in ice and for a few minutes. Don't put them in like an hour so you get frostbite or anything, but put them in the ice. You stick your hands in the ice for a few minutes, and now you're going to try timing yourself. Again, go up to the 50, and then, well, actually, you could just break the 10 toothpicks again because you probably don't want to keep putting your hands in the ice. Just saying. So just do one trial with that, see how that works out, and then record your information. You're going to answer these questions. You can answer them in complete sentences or write the question and the answer in your lab manual. And so you're going to write the conclusion, questions in there, and you are going to graph this. So you're going to use the graph from the data from part 1, and then you're going to connect those dots and make a line and graph your data from part 2. Same thing, use different colors. The colored pencils are there, so you can just go ahead and use those if you want. But you can see on your y-axis is the number of toothpicks broken, and the x-axis is the time in seconds. Then you want to answer, fill this in, and how does the temperature affect the time at which the toothpicks are. This was actually part 3, so you can just fill this in for part 3. I'm not sure where that came from, but it was my southern accent, I guess, coming out. All right, so there is Toothpickase activity. Enjoy yourself, have fun with it, and then it's time for the next activity. Wear your seatbelt.